about. Today we're going to talk about scapular mobility and how important it is to mobilize that scapula before and after your workouts for maximum efficiency. Now, when I think scapular mobility, I go back to 2011 for the class Shouldering the Load with Robert McAtee. Now, if you don't know a little bit about Robert McAtee, he's got this great book called Facilitated Stretching, 3rd and 4th edition, and he's got a lot of the key elements I'm going to talk about in this book. So if you don't have it, go get it. It's a great book to have, okay? So, today, it's important that you understand that the Shouldering the Load system works in 3 key elements. We're going to start with a warm-up, followed by an assessment of the range of motion, and we're going to finish with one exercise which strengthens the scapular retractors and depressors, which means we're going to strengthen those phasic muscles, preventing you from rounding up your shoulders and forward head postures and all those bad postures because of too much flexion in your workouts. So stay tuned, guys. You're going to want to watch this little routine, okay? Okay, guys, let's go to step 1, warming up. Now, it's very important to bring synovial fluid into the joint before any type of mobilization. So what did he suggest in his system? Number 1, a general warm-up using cardiovascular activity with dynamic stability to promote an overall warming up effect. That's number 1. Number 2, spiral patterns. You can do diagonal 1 or diagonal 2. If you don't know, go check his book, Facilitated Stretching, and if I were to demonstrate, it's kind of like performing an X with abduction, adductions, internal and external rotations to bring that synovial fluid into the joint. Here's an example. If, let's say, I would do the first move, diagonal 1, it's buckle your safety belt. So basically, I'm grabbing the buckle and then I'm going to clip it in. So basically what we have is an adduction, external rotation, and then we're going to do the total opposite, going backwards, just like this. And we're going to respect our joint just like this, okay? So I can do that just for 10 to 12 reps to warm up the shoulder. Now, I can do the opposite as well. I can go from an internal rotation in an adduction position to an adduction and an external rotation just like this. It's kind of like performing an X. So it's kind of like drawing a sword and then sheathing it back in. So I'm doing this just like that. So as you can see now, I'm performing enough mobility, range of motion, just to make sure that my joint is ready for exercise. And finally, we can do some wall angels. Basically, the assessment and strengthening can be used as a warm-up, which I'm going to show you in the assessment part right after this. Stay tuned. Okay, guys, now it's time to check step 2, assessing your range of motion. We're going to do wall angels. I'm going to show you how to do them and how to assess the perfect range of motion prior to the strengthening part. So let's go to the wall. I'm going to use this wall right here. What you're going to want to do is put your feet 1 foot away from the wall, okay? That's what I'm going to do right now. Then I'm going to flatten out my lower back, okay? And I'm going to gently tuck my chin in. I don't want my head to lift off the wall, but I don't want to create pressure behind the neck, okay? So I'm just going to tuck my chin in just slightly, just like this. And then I'm going to put my arms at 90 degrees, just like this. So as you can see, I cannot touch the wall with my hand, which is fine, as long as your elbows touch that wall. And then all I'm going to do is try to reach up as far as I can without reaching and down, just like that. So now I'm stuck about here and I cannot go lower more than this, okay? So this is how you do a wall angel. Gently reaching up and going down with the elbows. And my range of motion is fairly limited, but we're going to change that in 1 moment. Stay tuned. Okay, guys, now it's time to increase our range of motion and also activate the scapular retractors and depressors, which are phasic muscles that we need for a good, proper posture. So what you're going to need is a good resistance band. I'm taking a very light one to show you this, but if you want even better benefits to this exercise, I want you to use a harder band and do a little bit of negative when you do this exercise. So how do we do resistance band pull down? You're going to keep your body nice and in line, but very important, you're not going to let your head go forward. You're going to keep your chin tucked in and your ears in line with your shoulder. You're going to grab the band above your head and you're going to pull down and out all the way to the bottom of your skull, just like this, and gently come back. So we breathe in, and you can do 8 to 10 reps just like that, controlling that eccentric part of the movement for added benefits. And after you've done this, now it's time to check for a new range of motion on the wall. So let's go to the wall gently. I'm going to position myself, flatten out my back, nice 90-degree, and I'm going to go up and down. And as you see, I already have a much better range of motion. So you do 2 or 3 sets of that, and that's all it is, guys. This is called the Shouldering the Load System by Robert McAtee. It works every time. You can do this before and after workout to keep those phasic muscles in check. Thanks a lot, guys, for watching that video, and please subscribe to my channel. This is the Stretching Samurai. See you next time. Ciao, guys.